Good afternoon, everybody. Again, this is JD, and I'm running for President of the United States. But what do I stand for? How do I stand on oil and drilling? How do I stand on education? How do I stand on medical? How do I stand on taxes? It's a lot of information to put in a 6-minute video. Basically, check out my videos on youtube.com, jdcriveau. I retitled them so that you can actually look them up and see. They list what they stand for. Taxes. Are we overtaxed? Check out those things. If we're not overtaxed, I'd like to know what the answer is. Anyone who says that we are not overtaxed and that Washington needs more money, they're a fool. Washington had so much money they can go to war without considering raising taxes. That's too much money. Yes, our budget is in a deficit, but not so bad that they need to raise taxes. Now, what are they going to do? They're going to try to tax us now? They went in Congress and went to war without thinking about it, without deciding how to pay for it? No, they're not going to do that. What about our Social Security system? Our Social Security system, our Congress has been borrowing from for years. Now it's time to make it sound. What do they want to do? Make you pay for what they did. No, that's not the answer either. I have a video on Social Security. The answer is to get the money from somewhere else, not from the American taxpayers who paid for it in the first place, and then you abused their money, Congress. Also, medical. Should we get medical insurance? Oh, let's go for the insurance policy, because that would add another layer of bureaucracy. They could hire more of their friends and buddies and get more money in their pocket. No, there's a way to do medical for all, and it is not through an insurance. It is actually giving medical to people. Check out my video on medical. How about our economy? I'm looking at these books my daughter gave me, The World Economy. It's a bunch of crap, to put it mildly. The world economy, there is only a market that is only so large. And it's a competition for that market, nothing else. A major competition. And when manufacturing and raw materials come from somewhere else, and you're the consumer, you're the hurting end of that world economy. The very hurting end. Our economy is so bad it's tilting to the verge of falling into a depression. And can we prevent it? Yes, we can prevent a depression. How are we going to do it? Need to get jobs back into this country. Get back to natural resources. Energy crisis. For 30 years they've been yelling energy crisis, oil independent, and they did absolutely nothing but line their own pockets with money. I don't care about money. I care about development. We need to develop our energy situations. We need to utilize what we have to the maximum and then go beyond that. We need to improve our electrical grids. We need to improve the capabilities we have. We need to drill more and develop other sources of electricity. How about fossil fuels? There's other ways, other fuels. I talk of one, but there's 100 more. This Band-Aid fix they call the hybrid is just that what Congress does for years and years. A Band-Aid fix. So you get a car now using an electric engine and a gas engine. You get 45, 50 miles per gallon. Not much better than 30 miles per gallon without the electric engine. What happens down the road when oil becomes more scarce? Because the rest of the world is using it. Then what? No, we need to develop something different now and better. Not a Band-Aid fix, but a real fix. That's the problem with our government. Our government takes the easy road. I'm not going to do that. So you all out there have to decide, what do you want for a president? Someone who's going to give you $1,000 in your pocket and take $5,000 in your hand and take $5,000 out of your pocket? Because that's Obama's plan. I'm going to give you $1,000. Find the big oil companies. And in turn, they raise the price of gas and plastics. So you pay more. So yeah, shaking hands, giving you $1,000 while his hand's reaching around behind you into your wallet, taking $5,000 out. That's the Obama plan. And what about McCain's plan? Talk about a Band-Aid fix. I'm going to give $300 million to the guy who could develop a battery. A battery's great for someone who's going to drive one day, maybe 200 miles at the most. How far can you drive across the country at 200 miles and then you got to charge for 8-10 hours? 4 hours driving, 8 hours parked, 4 hours driving, 8 hours parked. That ain't the way we drive. We need a real change, something different. So, is there another way? Yes, there's another way. Electric cars, they are good for in towns and in cities. But you need another form of fuel that will go a lot longer than 4 to 6 hours. So, what am I offering? I'm offering a man who's going to look at things differently. I'm offering you a candidate that is not part of the political system. I'm offering you somebody that's going to be very hard to get into office, but we can do it. It's going to be a write-in. I have a lot of videos on youtube.com under jdcriveau. They talk about a lot of things. Check them out. Check what type of person I am, and then you decide who you want. Today, I just passed out over 500 cards in a shopping area. 500. Afterwards, we went through the shopping area. I picked up 3 cards in the parking lot. That's all. Only 3. What does that mean? That must mean my message must be saying. What I tell them is the same thing I'm telling you. Don't vote for me. Check me out at youtube.com. Check out my videos. And then, if you decide you can support me, then consider me. And if you strongly support me, then pass my card to somebody else. They didn't end up in the parking lot. Almost 500 cards given out, and only 3 afterwards. I walked through the whole parking lot in the area where I was handing the cards out. Only 3 were in the parking lot. What does that tell you? And that's what I'm telling you. Check me out. The candidates you got right now, they're the same same thing. There is no difference. Do you want to continue with this mess, or do you want to make a difference? This is JD. Remember, go to youtube.com and check out my videos under small letters, jdcriveau. And I retitled them so you could actually check out the ones you want that deal with the areas you want. Thank you.